Okay, Carolina, so when the paper finishes, you take this box to the black room. Make sure that the B is facing you, the letter B. There's 2 latches on this. There's one on this side, and there's one on this side. So just open them, grab them, and make sure that you lay them facing this way. When the paper finishes, it's gonna have this cardboard thing. This black thing has 2 sides. As you can tell, this one has the little grinds. This side doesn't. That's very important. Remember, the grinds have to be facing you. This away from you. Okay, so when the paper finishes, you grab this. You squeeze this and you lift up. You take this off, and then, okay, so the new paper, you open the bag. Remember, all of this is done in the black room. Okay, the paper comes with black tape. So in the black room, just feel the end. Just feel the end. Once you find the end, just, place it into this. Be careful. Right now it's because I'm using one hand, but use both hands. Again, squeeze this. And bring it down. All the way down. And let it go. Each side has a little pocket. Make sure it goes inside the little pocket. So, as you can tell, each side has a little pocket. Remember, the grind has to be facing you. And as you can tell, like the ending, it's facing this way, it's facing to the left. So once this is set up, get rid of the tape. Make sure that you put this tape on the wall. Grab the end. Like, let's say if it does go back, just flip this over and then you grab it. Make sure you don't bend the ending at all. Be careful with that. So grab the end, and then, as you can tell, it goes into this little ending. Each side has it, which basically guides the paper in. And then this, you push it inside of this. Once it reaches the end, you're gonna fill it and just give it a little push. Just a little push. Because in the end result, when you're done placing the paper, you have to have a little paper sticking out. Just a little bit, not a lot. And again, make sure that doesn't bend, because if it bends, you're gonna get paper jam inside the machine. So this is set up. Remember, no grind facing away from you, grind facing towards you. Make sure it's inside each pocket. And then just to make sure, you could twist this so it could be tight. Not tight, it's not going to be super tight, but it's going to be tight enough. You'll see the difference. So this is how the paper is supposed to look before you close it. And then now you close the box. If for some reason you didn't place this right, when you try to close this, it's not gonna close, and that's how you're gonna know that this isn't right. So just make sure it goes inside the pockets on each side, and it's gonna close perfectly. Once you close it, close the latches on each side, and that's it. You're done. You change the paper. Remember, the B has to be facing you. All of this is done in the dark. And just to make sure, always turn off that light. So this whole room is going to be dark. You do it in the black room. And yeah, that's it. So this paper doesn't work anymore. So before you change the actual paper, you can practice on this. Just practice out here. Make sure you practice out here. Then take it to the black room. Make sure you master it before you actually do the real paper. Um, and just to make sure to see if you did this one right, you can stick this one after you're done putting the paper. Like stick it in and try to print something. And if it goes through, then you did it right. And then just change. You just take it to the black room and change it to the real one. So I'm gonna leave this one outside. I'll put a little label on it on the bag. So just make sure that when the other paper is done, the one that's gonna be in the machine right now, practice with this. Just practice with this, and it's only gonna be with the 4x6 paper because the 8x10 is brand new, and I'm pretty sure it's not gonna be done by the time I come back. So remember, just practice, practice before you actually do the real one, and that's it.